Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome to my very first YouTube live Pokemon Champions video. So we'll see how this goes together. I have Capture Card now, so and I bought it pretty much exclusively for this game because I wanted to be able to play and I wanted to be able to record it. More than like the 30-second recordings that you get whenever you play or whenever you use the Switch settings. So this is Pokemon Champions on the original Switch 1. It's the Gen 2 Switch 1, which is like the one with the longer battery life. I forget what the serial number is, but it's second gen Switch 1 Pokemon Champions free. I have not paid any money into this. I did put a couple hundred hours into Pokemon Sword, and so fortunately I completed the original 400 Pokemon Pokedex in that game, so I've been able to transfer some really good Pokemon from Pokemon Home, like my Venusaur. Who else has come from Pokemon Home? Dragapult, Pelipper, Heracross just for fun, Gengar, Charizard, Incineroar, Torkoal, Excadrill. Anyway, you get the idea. I have a lot of these Pokemon, and I was able to transfer them over. Funny enough, I actually found this shiny Arbok in Pokemon Champions, which I thought was kind of cool. So, I was just doing my recruiting, and it showed up, and I thought I kind of had to take it out of principle, you know? So, haven't done anything with any of the abilities. This is what it came with, all the stats, and so on. So, anyway, let's see who we can recruit today. I might eventually have to pay money for this game because I'm running out of box space, and I have not played any of the games after Pokemon Sword, and I played the 2 DLCs, but like, I don't think I never got into Legends, I never got into Scarlet Violet, so there are Pokemon that I can't get, that I pretty much have to meet this way, and I've been fortunate to get Sneasler and Arcaludon and Sinistcha and some of the ones that I have to get from recruiting. So I've been fortunate there. I don't know if I will play the other games, if I'm going to be able to recruit this way. So for anybody who cares, if there was a shiny, it would shine on its little icon at the bottom. You'd be able to see it shining there, so none of these, without even having to look at them, you can tell none of them are shiny. Let's see, Rotom the Sociable, Great Ball Blastoise, regular Slowbro, Rampardos, Pikachu, already have Heracross, Avalugg, also sociable. That's interesting. Would not have taken him for a sociable Mon. Medicham, Ninetales, Gliscor. So, I'm trying to remember if I have a Alolan Ninetales or not. I wasn't paying attention earlier. I do not have a Alolan Ninetales. I also don't know how much I want it, but it is just one that I don't have, and I can't remember if I have that Pokemon in Sword either to transfer over, so I guess we're going to recruit Alolan Ninetales today. Cool. Let's see, so Snow Warning summons the snow, Nasty Plot, Moonblast, Blizzard always hitting in the snow is really nice. 110 base power, 10% chance to freeze, that's pretty sweet. Alright. We'll do a temp for now, and then if we decide to actually use it, then I'll permanent recruit it. Let's see what kind of mission stuff we've got today. We logged into the game. We've completed all the weeklies, 4 hours remaining. part in one ranked battle, so we'll complete all the dailies at the same time to take part in one private battle. That I don't know if I will ever do. That's funny. Reach the Great Ball in ranked battles. Oh, and then if I was a member, I would get some of these tickets, which I don't know. I don't know how much I care about those. So, reach Great Ball in singles. I started trying to do that, and I realized that I was much more committed to doubles. So, that one might just hang out for a bit. But let's battle. 80,000 VP, new season. I'm at Ultra Ball. I guess I'm already almost Master Ball with this team. So there might not be too far to go, but we also could get stuck in Ultra Ball for a decent amount of time. I hope not, but it's possible. So this is... I mean, the Politoed doesn't have to be Drizzle, but the fact that they have Manectric makes me think that it is. Archaludon is a Pokemon that I don't currently have any answers for. Because I either need like a special ground type move or a special fighting type move, and I've been trying to figure out who I'm going to teach Earth Power to. Problem is T-Tar is not very specially attacky, and it's weak to Archaludon, so... And a lot of our team is kind of weak to their team. So let's see, Politoed, Manectric, Talonflame. I think Rotom is good here, but we're also going to need it later on. Yeah, we just have to make sure Rotom doesn't die. I'm going to do Rotom, Milo. I guess I want T-Tar, and if I want T-Tar, I probably want Whimsy, because Whimsicott does really good prankster stuff and sets up Tailwind. Alright, let's go. Mamoswine. Oh, why is the screen not... What's going on? I didn't realize the screen was not, like, filling up the whole... This is weird. Okay, that's unfortunate. I hope that that's a little bit better. Anyway, what are we gonna do here? Mamoswine, Talonflame? I'm gonna trick the Mamoswine, and I'm gonna Scald the Talonflame. I think we're doing okay here. Manectric, okay. Tailwind. Switch Tailwind is not terrible. Trick failed. Why would Trick fail? Am I missing something? Is that like a Gen 1 miss? What happened there? Okay, I guess we're gonna... Well, we're gonna trick again because... I don't know, Rotom can't do anything else, but I think it's also safe from both of their Pokemon. Milo's probably just gonna protect here. And we'll try to lock... Oh, they didn't switch either Pokemon. They doubled into Milo, probably? Wow, yeah, okay. What What is happening here? What am I missing? Why? Did I miss something at the beginning of the game? Why is my trick failing? Oh my god. Okay, well that's annoying. I guess... I don't understand this. Why... I'm missing something and it is really bugging me. I guess we're gonna have to switch into T-Tar here. Which I didn't want to have to do, but Milo can't take a Volt Switch. I mean, it can, but it doesn't want to. Like, yeah, nice. Good job, T-Tar. Rain. Okay, that's... So something about Manectric. We couldn't trick the Manectric, so it's an ability that it has, I guess. So now Talonflame has Choice Scarf. It didn't have an item, though? Okay, so this is... I think this is a bot. I'm so confused. This has got to be like a bot. What a weird team. Okay. I'm gonna Volt Switch the Politoed. I think T-Tar is just gonna... Oh. They are... they're still under Tailwind. That's really unfortunate. Alright. We're gonna switch in Milo. And we're just gonna protect. They withdrew Talonflame, and they sent out Manectric. Okay. So maybe it's not a bot, but why does your Talonflame not have an item? And how is your Manectric ignoring my trick? They went for Wet Weather Ball. Oh yeah, Milo soaks that up real nice. Okay. Okay. I mean, this isn't the best position, but now they don't have Tailwind. Actually, no, this is not a very good position. This is not a very good position at all. I think that Milo will take this hit pretty well from the Manectric, so I'm going to try and heal up the Tyranitar a little bit. And then we're going to get rid of the Rain, and we're just going to Rock Slide here, I think, for spread damage. I kind of want to get Whimsy in here. But I'm just going to go for spread and hope that Milo is fast enough to... Oh. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have Thunder on this thing. And they go for Thunder in the Rain. Oh, Intimidate! That's cute, but now Milo is super bulky and strong, so... Okay. That's fun. Wow, I guess we should have attacked. I don't know. Yeah, it is Thunder, but they still hit. I hate how that happens. I hate how these weather... It happens with freaking, Pelipper all the time. Where, like, I switch to T-Tar and they use Hurricane, and the Hurricane still hits in the sand. It's really brutal. Alright, T-Tar is looking pretty good here. Sandy Weather Ball should not do a lot. Yeah, okay, that's really nice for us. And we get some chip damage because of the sand. We both still have all 4 Pokemon. What a wild game this has been. And they didn't bring anybody... They didn't bring the ones I was worried about, which is Archaludon and King Gambit. Those are the ones I don't really have answers for. So, this would have been a totally different game. I mean, Milo gets a free protect, and then I guess T-Tar can just go for a knockoff on maybe Politoed here, because it's the one that's doing the most damage to... Oh, I was going to say to my Rotom and to my other... They're going to try to set up Tailwind, I guess, but it's actually worked out well for us. We didn't have to protect, we see now, but clearly, like, we had to protect, because they just would have killed our Milotic, so that crit was so unnecessary. Also, no item on Talonflame is just criminal. Oh, the trick failed on Manectric because it is a Mega Stone. You can't trick Mega Stones, which honestly is stupid, I think. Why can't I take the Mega Evolution Stone? It's an item, right? That's dumb. Okay, that's good to know, because I've also had trick fail on Mega T-Tar before it Mega Evolved, so that makes a lot of sense. That's stupid, though. If it's an item, then we should be able to take it. I don't know what I'm doing here. We're in a really bad spot. They have the rain again. We've already protected. I think we're going to go into Rotom to maybe threaten the Politoed. And maybe T-Tar just hangs out here. I'm not exactly sure what we need to do. I kind of wanted to double switch, actually, but I was running out of time. Like, it would have been nice to bring in Whimsicott and set up some Tailwind of our own. They thundered into T-Tar. Wow, okay. Oh, that sucks. Rotom, please tank it. Oh, that blows. That blows hard. This has been the weirdest game I've played in a long time, because it seems like we're playing a really mediocre team, and yet we're getting absolutely railed, so... Very strange. Alright, let's get Tailwind up, and then I think I'm just going for maximum damage Rock Slide here. Because if one of them protects and we don't hit, we're in trouble, and I'd rather just get some spread damage here. If they protect anything to Whimsicott can then just encore next turn, and that would put us in a really good position, so... Losing Rotom there really sucked, though. That was not ideal. Alright, Tailwind Rock Slide. Been doing this since day one. Although it's certainly seen better days. Politoed. Flinch would be nice. Oh wow. I've just totally underestimated this team. Although Thunder seems like... Thunder into T-Tar, I mean, it's a choice, I guess, and that paralyzation really sucks. Wow. Well, it's unfortunate that everybody had to see me lose this way. This is a really bad first game. I think it would have been better if it was more of a challenge and they brought the Pokemon we didn't have answers for, because instead we're losing to fucking rain. Ugh. Alright. It's a shame they keep going for Thunder with the Manectric too. I'm just gonna try and get that thing out of here. We have Tailwind. They withdrew Politoed because I guess their rain is gonna end. Okay, it's not a... They did protect. Son of a bitch, dude. Son of a bitch. I don't know why they would protect. I actually don't know why. So Mamoswine's not going to go for Earthquake then. That move did not make any sense to me. And this is not the last turn of rain, so... Alright. Well, welcome to the world of protecting. And let's hit Mamoswine. They could anticipate the Encore. Yeah, that's fine, honestly. If they just want to keep switching and let me take out Mamoswine, be my guest. It's a Sash. That's unfortunate. We deserve that so bad, dude. We are getting railed by a weak-ass team. We needed that fucking burn. The fuck was that? The fuck is that 5-hit fucking thing? Jesus Christ. So Manectric is going to buff up my Milo here. But then they can just double protect. So I think they're just going to win this one. I'm going to go for the attack anyway, because I think this is my last turn of Tailwind, so I kind of have to. If they don't protect, that would be great. I can't imagine that they actually do anything other than protect here, though. That would be really, really strange. Yeah. Yeah. But if I went for Politoed and they went for Thunder, just that wouldn't have made sense either, so. Alright. This should do nothing. That did way too much. Okay, that's why. What the fuck is this game? What the fuck is this game? Alright, I'm just going for Scald. They can't, more than likely they can't protect here. So it's just a matter of who outspeeds. If we get one more turn of leftovers by protecting, then they can protect, and then Politoed hits us, so I'm just going to go for it here. Helping Hand, they can miss. They can miss now. Oh, never mind, I forgot about Volt Switch. Wow. Wow. Well, they did a lot of really good switching that game. I think that team is really weak, and I'm upset that we lost to it. We also did not make the best plays, like probably should have brought Sinistcha to that game, knowing that they had Arcaludon, and even King Gambit. Sinistcha can kind of evade for a little while, so. Well, there's that Alolan Ninetales. Alright, so what are we looking at? Fighting and Psychic Gallade. Probably Mega Gallade, I guess, but it's probably Mega Pidgeot too. Otherwise, I don't know why it would be on their team. They have... Oh, it's regular Ninetales. That's weird to see. Bug, Rock, I mean, the only thing that is stronger than Milo is the Serena, and Rotom takes that pretty well, so Rotom is also good against half their team, the two Bugs and the Serena. T-Tar is weak to the Gallade, but Zoroark, I guess Zoroark doesn't actually have a ghost move. We might want to bring Sinistcha. T-Tar is good against the flying and the fire types. The Bug. Actually, I want to bring Sinistcha T-Tar and leave Whimsy behind. I don't know if that's the best play, but T-Tar being good against Pidgeot and Ninetales, Sinistcha just kind of being generally good, and offering some more healing. This is probably our bulkiest team here. Rotom and Milo, super bulky. Sinistcha does the healing. T-Tar, super bulky. Alright, we kind of anticipated this, so... I think I'm just going for Scald on Kleavor. I guess they could use a Rock-type move on Rotom. That would be really unfortunate. And then Serena could hit. Yeah, it's kind of like a good matchup for them and us. But Milo's pretty tanky. I'm going to hit Kleavor here. And I'm going to hit the Serena, because if they don't protect, Rotom is really fast. That must be a Scarf on the Kleavor, because Rotom is the fastest Pokemon almost all of the time. So, low kick, get out of here. Wow, that was really unfortunate. A burn here would be appreciated. We didn't get it. Oh my god, dude. I mean, I knew that would happen, I just didn't know they were going to outspeed me. Rock, Bug, Grass, probably Grass Fighting. God, I don't want to bring either of these Pokemon into either of their Pokemon. I guess I could try to get rid of Kleavor here. T-Tar really becomes the threat. So I'm probably just going to Scald the Kleavor again and protect here. Because otherwise it just leaves him open to... Well, oh, okay. Well, maybe we get some good damage on Gallade. I would also appreciate a burn on Gallade. What the fuck is this shit? What am I even playing against? Trop Kick. What even is that? Jesus Christ. Alright, GG's. Wow, this, of course... Every time I play in the sanctity of my own room and I'm not recording, I'm winning 5 games in a row, and then as soon as I record, I'm getting fucking railed. Okay. So, Jesus Christ, wow, they just are really strong against all of my Pokemon. This sucks. If we Rage Powder and we keep T-Tar alive, he still doesn't really hit anybody very effectively. This sucks. I'm gonna Shadow Ball the Gallade, and I'm gonna Mega in an attempt to survive, and I'm gonna Rock Slide. But they're gonna Mega Gallade and probably just KO my T-Tar here. I cannot believe I'm losing this shit. It's like, this team is built to counter all the meta Pokemon, and instead we're losing to Pokemon I never see. This is wild, man. I kind of hate it. Getting Rock Slide off is ridiculous, honestly. I can't believe they went for the hit on Sinistcha, but I'll take it. Serena flinched. About time we get some luck here. Jeez, man. Fucking stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. It's a Citrus Berry. What even are you? What is this team? Who are you? Citrus Berry, Serena. I don't even know what this game is. Regular Ninetales. No clue what's going on here. I have no clue. I'm gonna Rage Powder and I'm gonna Rock Slide. Thank you, Sinistcha, for your service. Alright. That sucks. That sucks. That really sucks. It's a Sash. Of course it's a Sash. Jesus Christ. Wow. Also, the fact that we outspeed Serena seems wrong. I don't understand that. How that Pokemon is that slow. I just have to go for Rock Slide again, I guess. Ninetales gets to do something, but Serena can't do it, so... Oh, yeah, GG's. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, I've got to do something that I didn't want to do, and that's go turn my air conditioning on, because it's going to make noise, but I'm cooking in this room, so I will be back. I got to go turn that on really quick. How can I turn my camera off? Does this do it? Nope. I don't think I even have a way. Wow. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, anyway. I tried to go without turning the air on. It's probably going to sound like shit, but I am cooking in this room. It's the hottest and coldest room of the house because it's on this north corner and just gets all the wind, all the sun, all the everything, and it's like 85 outside right now, and I had not been running the air conditioning, so... Okay, well, let's see if I can continue to record myself getting my fucking ass beat for everybody's entertainment, because I'm literally playing against teams that seem like they were thrown together last minute, and I'm losing so bad. So, it's TBD. Alright, weather team, kind of, with Scovillain. Let's see, so I mean, clearly they want weather for Basculegion and Archaludon. We probably only want to bring special attackers to this game, that way Scovillain doesn't really matter. Usually people do like a leech seed on that thing and just try to keep it around for a while. Although even burned T-Tar does a lot of damage to Scovillain, it's like half. But T-Tar is weak to Garchomp, Scizor, and Archaludon, and they're probably bringing Scizor and Archaludon, so I think I'm starting Rotom. I probably want Milo for Garchomp. It's a really shame that the bug type does a lot of damage here. Maybe I do want T-Tar just to mess with the weather. I don't want Milo to get burned, though. I think I want Zoroark. I do think I want T-Tar, and I think I want Milo. This is kind of a weird team. I know I said I didn't want T-Tar, but I'm looking at some of their other Pokemon, and I just think that he could be really good if he gets a chance to come out and hit something. And just fucking their weather can be really nice too, so... Okay, so... either they are Mega-ing the Scovillain, or they are gonna switch into Pelipper and hit me with an Electroshot. I would be surprised if they did that, but you never know. I'm gonna go for Sludge Bomb with Zoroark, which looks like Milo. It'll get burned, but... oh, they protected Archaludon. they protected Scovillain. Alright. They probably are wondering which one of my Pokemon is Zoroark. But do they know that Milo can't learn Sludge Bomb? Defense rose sharply. Special defal. That's actually perfect for us. Alright, we're going to do the same thing. Because there's no reason not to. So. And I still don't think they know which one is Zoroark. So. Or if one of them is Zoroark. What did it do? Rage Powder? I missed it. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Trick fails. That's unfortunate. Oh, we are faster than our Caledon? Yeah, we get burned, but honestly that's not so bad. Dragon Pulse. Okay. I'm still gonna go for Trick. And we outspeed. So the question is, do we hit Scovillain, or do we just protect here? We just go for Icy Wind, since we don't really have a lot of speed control. This is not really the best play. But Rotom really wants the leftovers off the Archaludon, so either they're double protecting again, which they certainly could, or they're going to let me get those leftovers, and then they're going to get locked into whatever they decide to use. Cool. Heck yeah. Rotom with leftovers is nice. They're going to let Scovillain stay alive here. Oh. That is wild. Wow, they're locked into Electroshock now, which is really good for us. Okay. Let's Volt Switch here just for damage. And let's Sludge Bomb here because they can't... I mean, unless they get a double protect. But whatever's coming in is taking some damage. Sludge Bomb hits. That does a good amount. Volt Switch hits. I kind of thought they might switch Archaludon into Pelipper, so it's unfortunate that they didn't, but... I'm going to bring in T-Tar here, get rid of the weather. Get rid of their weather, I mean. Yeah, I 99% knew that was going into Zoroark because it's the thing that is strong against their Mega Pokemon, so... But now they're locked into Electroshock and they have no weather, and Rotom is strong against 2 of the 3 unknown Pokemon, so I think it's still safe to bring Rotom in here. They could Wide Guard, but now Rotom is threatening the Pelipper, so I don't know why they would. I'm just gonna Rock Slide, and the only thing they could bring in that could block the Volt Switch would be Garchomp. It makes more sense they would have Basculegion in the back. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. Scovillain. Okay, so now I guess we get to get rid of Scovillain. Oh my god. We'll bring Milo out. Which they already know about. Rock Slide missed the Archaludon. Okay. I really needed it to miss the Scovillain. I needed Scovillain to die to Volt Switch. I can't believe it. Freaking took Volt Switch. It's insane. Alright, well the good news is we've got 2 other special attackers and T-Tar's still pretty strong even when it's burned, so... I assume Pelipper's coming in here. I'm just gonna knock off the Pelipper. Oh. Shoot. Damn. I don't know who is faster than who. But what I do know is that T-Tar doesn't really want to see either of these Pokemon. Damn, this sucks. Okay, so Electroshot surely going into Milo. Oh man, this is a bummer. I'm just gonna protect. Because I'm running out of time and I don't know what to do here. Electroshot goes into Milo. Scizor does like a bullet punch on T-Tar probably. Oh, into the T-Tar slot. Close combat. Okay, wow, Milo could have actually done something there. So... T-Tar's hurt by burn. Alright. We really only need T-Tar to reset the weather again. Huh. Archaludon doesn't do much here. So I hope Rotom can take a close combat. I'm gonna Scald the Scizor and hope for burn. I guess they could switch in Pelipper and go for Electroshot. Milo still probably survives. This is gonna be a big game of switching. Okay, no, they just went for Electroshot, so... We get the Scald off. We're faster than Scizor. That seems criminal. Fucking burn. Thank you. We needed that so badly. Oh. Okay. It's not Mega Scizor. It's Lumberry Scizor. U-turn into Rotom. I don't know how much I want to keep fighting the Weather War. Pelipper could just protect here. Rotom can definitely take Electroshot if that's where it's going. So I'm just going to Volt Switch into the Pelipper and I'm going to protect Milo. Although... we could just switch in T-Tar for free here. But T-Tar is the one that's like scared of all of their Pokemon. So no, I'm just going to leave Milo in and avoid the Electroshot and hope that we can take out Pelipper here. They withdrew Pelipper. Okay. I'll be upset if Electroshot goes into Rotom, even though it probably takes it. Volt Switch takes Scizor down below half. That's really nice. We'll keep playing the weather game, I guess. I really don't know how much it matters at this point. Sand doesn't damage either of their Pokemon, which is really unfortunate. into Electroshot. So if they stay with Scizor, we're in trouble. I'm just going to do what I did last time. I'm going to Scald and Protect. I guess they know that I can do that, and maybe they switch again and Electroshot. But, like, honestly, it just feels like it's 50-50. Like, either they're going to go for the attack or they're not. Oh, they're bringing in Pelipper. That way they can get out of their Scarf. That makes a lot of sense, too. Scald. KOs. That's huge. I was about to say, where did the burn go? But it was that stupid Lumberry. So, okay. Great. This is nice. This is nice. I am curious what they lock into with our Caladon. But, let's see. We protected last turn. Oh, I really need to change the weather here. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to change the weather. I'm going to Rock Slide. Because I think they're just going to... Wow. What do they do? Man, this is tough. If they protect, it doesn't hit. If it, yeah, it's kind of like a 50-50. I'm going to knock off the Pelipper. And I'm going to protect the Milo. Oh, but wait, we need to Mega. And then I'm going to just protect Milo here. I need to Mega to get rid of the weather, which means I didn't need to protect Milo. No! And I think they're probably going for the Steel-type move anyway, actually. So, yeah, I didn't need to protect Milo there. That was unnecessary. We could have got a Scald off on something. We could have hit the Arcaludon. Dragon Pulse is what they've locked into. Okay, alright, good to know. Can we KO Pelipper here? No. Jesus. But we got rid of the berry. That's really nice. And then they set up Tailwind. Wow. What a turn of events. Okay. They set up Tailwind, but Dragon Pulse is not doing a lot. So I'm just going to go for Rock Slide now, and I'm going to Scald the Pelipper. I guess Ice Beam does neutral damage, so it's going to be Ice Beam on Pelipper. Dragon Pulse shouldn't KO, right? Yeah, okay. We live the Dragon Pulse. Muddy Water definitely KOs. Do we get the accuracy drop on my Milotic? That would be huge. No, we don't. Dang. We don't need it, but still, that would have been nice. And this should be game over, because now they're locked into Dragon Pulse. And Milo's going to tank that really well every time, so... And both of our Pokemon have leftovers. Am I missing something? We haven't even seen... No, okay, alright. I was going to say... No. I thought that was the last Pokemon, but sometimes I get ahead of myself. I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp before I start whittling myself away. I guess Ice Beam is neutral, so let's go Ice Beam. Feels like Ice Beam should not be neutral, but I guess it's because of the dragon typing. Okay, Rotom survives. Oh, Rotom. We really needed that. And maybe we get a freeze at some point. That was a crit. That was really helpful. We don't care about the defense. Oh, they still have Tailwind. This is their last turn of Tailwind. I wish we could... Alright, I'm going for Overheat then, because they're probably going to KO Rotom, and if they don't, I want to do as much damage as we can, so... Alright, yeah, they realized that Milo was Gonna take the Dragon Pulse really well. Hey, my first win. Only 50 minutes in. What the heck? I've made it back to where I started when this video began. I'm back to rank 1. Jesus. And the air is cooling down. It's nice. My God. So this could either be like Charizard Aerodactyl or Garchomp Aerodactyl lead. Either way, Milo looks pretty good. And then Rotom takes care of Basculegion or the King's Shield thing. We probably want Zoroark for Sylveon specifically. I guess we could start with Zoroark, but I don't even want to bluff it. And then I want T-Tar for weather, I guess? Just to take the Charizard out of the sun. I think that's fine, because we don't want Milo taking a Solar Beam. It is Aerodactyl Garchomp. Alright, we could have started with T-Tar. So there's a chance Aerodactyl doesn't go for Tailwind, but assuming it does, I'm going to Ice Beam the Garchomp and I'm going to Trick, because we should outspeed Aerodactyl and then it should go for Tailwind and then it's just kind of locked in and we can just focus on whatever we want. Oh, it's Mega Aerodactyl though. No, this could just be Rock Slide spam, which fucked me hard yesterday. Yeah, god damn it. This sucks. We just have to hit. We just have to hit. Okay. Trick doesn't work because it's Mega. I wasn't expecting it to be Mega. That's really unfortunate. Milo used Ice Beam. That's huge. Flinch there would have been devastating. I keep remembering, or I keep forgetting to buff up Milo, because we need to be able to one-hit KO Garchomp. We see it enough that it's kind of an issue. So it went Aerodactyl, Rotom, Milo. I think I'm gonna bring T-Tar in. Wow. I'm getting out of here. I'm just not gonna play this game. I lost so bad to this yesterday. I don't think I've seen Mega Aerodactyl before in my life. It's almost always Mega Charizard, so Trick failing was huge. And then we didn't get any flinches, but nothing else we could do about that. So what I really need is for Milo to be able to kill Garchomp with Ice Beam. And I don't know what that looks like. So I need to like look up stats and stuff. Because right now we have no special attack investment. So how do we... Pokemon Champions, Garchomp, build. So what do people do? Garchomp is normally attack and speed. So let's actually go to Cerebi. Let's see, hold on, can I share this with you guys? Maybe I can. Let's see if I can share. I hope I'm not gonna mess anything up here. Oh, wow, okay. Maybe, hopefully you're just seeing this right now. So we're gonna go to Cerebi, and we're gonna look up Garchomp. And I hope that is actually looking normal for everybody on the screen right now. So Garchomp. Wait a minute, I need damage calcs. I need Milotic. Let's just go blank set Milotic. What do? They do everything at level 50 in Pokemon Champions, I think. So level 50, HP 202. Oh no, I guess we should leave it at the base, right? What was the base? 95. So HP 202. We got 32 EVs in the HP. Wait a minute, that can't be right. Our base HP is 170. Wait a minute, so are they at? Maybe they are at level 100. Okay, this should have adjusted. What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god. Take me away! Milotic, blank set. What is happening here? It's not loading. Wow, this kind of sucks. What is happening here? Milo, blank set. Thank you. Level 100. This can't be right. This is not right. Jesus Christ, you have to manually enter everything in here? Oh, wow. Okay. So, I mean, we don't really need HP. All we need is special attack. Our special attack is base 120. I'm gonna go look at my own Garchomp and see my own Garchomp's special defense. I've just seen this matchup too many times where Milo gets the attack off and it just doesn't KO. Garchomp's special D is 105. So we need, it doesn't matter if it's singles or doubles, just tell me. We want Ice Beam, I guess, and for anybody who's like having a hard time watching this, this is the first time I've done this, so bear with me. So Ice Beam. Ice Beam is 81 to 96% chance to KO. So how much special attack do we need for it to always KO? 152 special attack will always KO, assuming there's no defense investment in the Garchomp, and there's a greater chance that it might KO every time. So, okay. I'm gonna trust this, and we're gonna go back to this together. Thanks for going on that journey with me, and we're gonna train this Milo to have 100 and, what do we need? 152 special attack. So I'm gonna take a few points out of the defense, a few out of the HP. few out of the Special D. Let's start here. Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna try this a different way. I'm just gonna change natures and see what happens there. So if we go plus Special D, or sorry, plus special attack. If we make a modest Milo, then we're at 132. But how much Special D did we trade there? 164. We traded 16 Special D for 12 special attack. How does that make sense? No, well that's not an even trade. It's like we just lost 4 points nowhere. Oh, I didn't want timid. I wanted calm. Well, that's dumb. How does that make sense? So let's take our free 4 points, I guess. Put them here. We need 152 though. I am actually shocked that we lost points by switching natures. That doesn't make sense. We need 152. Oh, and if we get hit with a competitive boost, obviously it's just game over, but like we can't rely on that, and it's not happening in those games. So we need 22 more stats. Man. Alright, let's try modest. 143. Now we only need 9. Ugh. I really don't want to take out of defense because I want some bulk there too. This is what we need to always Ice Beam KO the Garchomp. It takes a lot of our bulk away. But let's try it and see how it goes. Of course, we have to face that team again, but at least now we have a way to, assuming we survive the rock slides and assuming we don't flinch, then we should one-hit KO a Garchomp. Alright, maybe we get to try it out. So, what is this? This could be a sand team, actually. I mean, 4 of their team is weak to Milo, and actually, if we get Ice Beam off, they're all weak to Milo. The ones that aren't weak to Milo are damaged pretty well by Rotom, so that makes me want to bring Rotom in. Sinistra, let's see. Sinistra pretty good against... Actually, I guess it's not the best here. Neither is Whimsy against fire, poison. It's good against T-Tar, it's good against Garchomp. Maybe Whimsy is worth bringing, actually, because it's so good against the big Pokemon. But how are we going to deal with Serena? Probably Zoroark. I'll bring Zoroark and Whimsy. Zoroark can also hit their Sinistra pretty good. Alright. T-Tar, Hisuian, Arcanine. Versus Rotom, Milo. And they gave us a competitive boost. That is amazing. Alright, we're going to hit something hard with Milo here. And It's the Arcanine. Rotom is gonna go for Will-O-Wisp on T-Tar, even though it is Choice Scarf, because that is a game-changing Will-O-Wisp. So don't tell me this is double Rock Slide, by the way. Okay, even with our drop in defense, we still took close combat really well. And we outsped the Tyranitar. Okay, that's huge. Milo's +2. If we can keep it alive, this could be a really good game for us. Okay, that sucks. But the burn on T-Tar is still really helpful. Yeah, that's nice. So Milo's faster than T-Tar. It's probably not faster than Garchomp, so I'm just going to protect. And then Rotom is going to Will-O-Wisp the Garchomp now, because why not? It's Mega Garchomp. This looks like more Rock Slide spam. That has become really common, apparently. It's just people spamming Rock Slide. Garchomp might not outspeed our Rotom either. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Rotom is super fast with the Scarf. It's only once we get rid of it that he slows down. So, double burn is huge. Oh. Well, okay, now that just kind of cancels out. So Garchomp is back to neutral. T-Tar went for Rock Slide. Dang, that could have been a turn where we KO'd the Garchomp, but we didn't know. We had no idea of knowing. Yeah, looks like Milo's going down here, which is really unfortunate, but come on now. But Whimsy, really good against both of these Pokemon. And Zoroark is really good against the grass types in the back, and I don't think they have Mega Glamora if they have these two, so let's go for Ice Beam, assuming we even survive, and then I guess Rotom is going to switch. Maybe Rotom just goes down here. That seems silly. Ice Beam. Rotom's gonna switch. I hope this just doesn't kill Whimsicott. Garchomp is neutral. Maybe they go for another Swords Dance to try and oh my god, they did. Alright, does this KO? Moment of truth. It KOs. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Milo, you did your job. Thank you. Milo took out 2 Pokemon and is still here. Love it. It is Serena. Okay. I think we can go for Scald here, and Whimsy can set up Tailwind, and if they don't protect, then Rotom can come in and clean up. Wait, did Rotom die? No, I think Rotom can come in and clean up. So Milo dies to the sand, regardless of what they do. We get Scald off, which didn't KO at +2 on a regular T-Tar. Wow, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Whimsy, I assume, was going down there, although they could have missed. Not a fan of Triple Axel. So now we get. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I wonder if if their T-Tar knows Protect. That felt like a turn where they really should have protected it. Alright, the burn. I forgot about the burn. That's helpful. Alright, it's 2 against 1. Rotom and Rotom coming out. Oh, because Zoroark is the last Mon, they get to see it. So... Oh, we still have so many turns of Tailwind. Alright. Sludge Bomb. Overheat. I think we can just spam this and win the game here. Well, there we go. Cool. Wow now. Wow now. We fell back down from the game earlier. That's really funny. Okay. This looks like Trick Room. So I kind of just want to start with Tyranitar, but then Lucario is really a problem. If they start with Lucario, Tyranitar is not going to do very much. But if they start with Lucario, wow, I don't know if Psychic kills Lucario. Overheat would, but it's 90%, so I don't like that. Steel is also good against Whimsy, that's no good. Maybe we just start with Sinistra. It's only weak to Torkoal. And what do we want to do to this Farigiraf? I kind of actually want to trick it into using Trick Room over and over again, and then Rotom takes on 1, 2, 3 of their Pokemon, and T-Tar can change the weather, I guess, and be really good against Torkoal, and maybe some others potentially. It's good against Sinistra if we're in Tailwind. Although it's probably faster than Sinistra anyway. Our T-Tar is max speed. Not with a beneficial nature, though. Is this what we thought? Oh, this is not what we thought. That's funny. So, Whimsy is not Sash. I'm going to protect Whimsy and go for Machagacha here. I guess I could actually like Tailwind Machagacha, or I could Rage Powder maybe. I'm kind of hoping they go for a fake out. Yeah, I'm just gonna Machagacha. This seems fine. They could Ice Beam, but we could also get a burn here, and that would be really big. Plus Machagacha is super effective against Milo, and Milo's a pretty big wall to get past, so please just be fake out. Extreme speed. Okay. That is not what I expected. Also, Sinistra is faster than their Milo. That seems pretty criminal. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Any burns? No burns. Okay, Ice Beam I was expecting. And I didn't know if we would survive or not, if I'm being honest, so... Citrus Berry. So, we won't live another one. Which is really unfortunate. And Lucario... But Lucario can't... Extreme speed, so I kind of just want to encore the extreme speed and use Machagacha again and take Milo down even more. if they target Sinistra for some reason, then this could be a really good turn for us. Oh, wow, okay. King Gambit. Please give me the burn on this thing. They're Milo protected. Please give me the burn on this thing. Wow, we could have gone for Tailwind. Oh. Dang it. Okay. I am predicting Sucker Punch. So I'm gonna go Moonblast the King Gambit and Strength Sap the King Gambit, which will take Sinistra to full health. Wow, what are they bringing out? Lucario again? That did a lot. Strength Sap takes us to full health, although if it's just Kowtow Cleave, I guess Sinistra dies. It's not Defiant King Gambit? Now I'm confused. They can't Extreme Speed the Sinistra, so I've never seen King Gambit with Protect before. It doesn't mean it doesn't have it. Whimsy is still at full health. I really want to get rid of this King Gambit. It's kind of a problem. But I don't know what to do here, actually. We can just kind of ignore it by using Strength Sap. Okay, Extreme Speed did a little less than half. They went for Sucker Punch. We get to hit Lucario. Oh my god, that did 75% at neutral damage. And then because his attack is so high, we're probably going to go to full health here. Yeah. Strength Sap? Yeah. Strength Sap is really good. It's also a really good way to avoid Sucker Punch, FYI. And now their King Gambit is -2, and so it wasn't going to KO, and okay. I have to remember that Strength Sap reduces their attack. I keep forgetting about that secondary ability, because I don't use that attack very often. Alright. See if we can make it to Master Ball. This looks like another Trick Room team. I also love Conkeldurr. I'm happy to see them using it. I have a Trick Room team where Conkeldurr is like my one-all, fix-all Pokemon who knows like Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Mach Punch, all that stuff to do a bunch of physical damage. I kind of want T-Tar because it's going to be good against whoever's setting up Trick Room. And I guess, let's see, Milo will be good, although Solar Beam. Yeah, it's probably going to be Rotom or Zoroark for the Meganium. Icy Wind, Psychic, Sludge Bomb. Who do we want to start with, though? Milo seems like a pretty good start. T-Tar, Milo. I like having Whimsy just in general, but it probably needs to be Rotom, Zoroark, something like that. I think so. think so. But yeah, Conkeldurr is no joke inside of Trick Room. Okay, nice. I don't think they're doing weather, so I'm just gonna go for max damage here. I guess we could go Rock Slide, and then Milo can Scald the Armarouge, although I really want to get rid of Farigiraf, if we can. I kind of just want to hit Farig really hard. Now I'm gonna go with the original play. I'm gonna go for Armarouge. I think Farigiraf is just alright, that's fine. Yeah, alright, we should have gone for Farig. Oh, if they flinch, that would be really good here. Scald misses. They do get Trick Room up. Yeah, this would have been a good time to have Rotom to give the Farig the Scarf. Get damage on Armarouge. I'm not sure what they want to do here. I'm going to knock off and Scald, because whatever comes into the Armarouge slot we can hit with some damage. It is Conkeldurr. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. A burn here would be amazing. Reflect on the Giraffe. Burn, burn, burn. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay, no burn. And we almost killed the Farig. What's its item? Mental Herb. Mental Herb and its little tail ability? That doesn't... Do you really need that? Am I missing something? So, Farig dies here. I don't know who Conkeldurr is going to go for is the problem. I mean, I would think it would be T-Tar. But we could be wrong. I kind of want to bring Zoroark in and then Scald the Conkeldurr and then let Farigiraf die to the sand, assuming that they don't switch it out, which I expect they do. Oh, they went for Milo. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad switch. Milo is such a tank, though. Oh my god. They triggered our competitive. That's huge. Getting rid of Conkeldurr is also huge. And the Farig goes down here? Wow. Wow. It ain't over, but it's not looking good. So we have +2 Milo. They have Trick Room, though, so it's probably going to be hard to keep Milotic alive. Armarouge and Kingambit. Oh, this is Zoroark, too. I think I just go for Icy Wind here. And... Jeez, Reflect, Trick Room. 2 more turns of Trick Room. I kind of just want... I want to waste their Trick Room, but I want Milo to survive, and I don't think that it's gonna happen. Like, I would love to go for Life Dew here. I think I'm just gonna protect for 1 turn. Oh, they protected Kingambit. That was pretty unexpected. Kingambit is certainly faster than both of our Pokemon inside of Trick Room, right? Expanding Force. Alright, we have... Oh, speed fell inside of Trick Room? That's funny. It's only gonna matter after this next turn. Who do we have in the back, by the way? We still have full health T-Tar and Rotom. This is why I stopped playing Trick Room. Not that, like, it's a bad team. My team against other teams is a bad team, but, like, man, I don't know. It's hard to say. It just feels like once the Trick Room is gone, like, the whole game is gone, and that feels really bad. I guess we should get some more speed control if we have the chance. And I really just want Milo to survive in general. So I'm gonna bring real Rotom in. Iron Head, okay. Alright. I think I just want to bring Milo back in. I'm gonna go for Trick on King Gambit. If they Sucker Punch, we can just win the game by burning them. Wide Guard. What are they wide guarding against? Okay, it's not Sucker Punch. It's like Kowtow or Iron Head. So they're locked into Kowtow Cleave. Alright. It's not the best, but I think T-Tar can take that pretty well. And their Reflect is gone. Okay. I think Rotom is going down. I still think burning is probably... Oh, wow, they're locked into Kowtow Cleave. What am I doing? I should have Overhate. I forgot my own game plan. Man. That's a bummer. Okay, it's still, at least we hit the burn. That's really nice, but really I should have Overheat there for maximum damage. Rotom survived? It's probably gonna die from the sand, though. Yeah. It just died anyway. Thank you, Rotom. Thank God that hit. At least it did something. But now they have two Pokemon that are both weak to Tyranitar, so... They're locked into Kowtow Cleave. I think we can just knock off the Armarouge here and probably protect the Milo, maybe? sure if we need to do that. But I think T-Tar is going to take Kowtow Cleave pretty well, especially with a burn. So if we can get a KO here, that would be really nice. Ah, it's a bummer. Okay, well, we just hit it next turn then. So, however you want to look at it. It's just a higher likelihood that it KOs now that they've taken some sand damage. Kingambit's burned. Alright. Let's do that same thing. This time I think Milo is actually going to go for... Does Milo Scald or does Milo heal? I'm going to Scald because if T-Tar KOs Armarouge... I don't know. I don't know if we need Milotic to win the game. I'm going to Scald, because if T-Tar KOs, then this will just go to Kingambit anyway. Oh, they thought I was going to use Rock Slide. Okay, nice. Wide Guard, Expanding Force, Kowtow, KOs. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright. Wow, what a game. All we had to do to beat Kingambit was burn it and lock it into a move that we could resist. It's that easy! Jeez. Alright. If we win one more, we made it to Master Ball, and that will be it for today. We're on a 3-win streak. Let's see if we can get to 4. I don't believe you. Not very good. I don't believe you. Three things weak to Whimsy. And... two weak to Rotom. The only thing we don't really have anything for is Gengar, which I guess... Zoroark. Zoroark also I don't think KOs Gengar. And that's something I would like for it to be able to do. I might need to adjust the stats on this one too, although I guess all we'd be able to do was give it a special attacking nature. I mean, I almost want to start Milo because they've got Garchomp and they have Incineroar. But then I guess Milo Whimsy for everything else, and then we want probably Sinistcha for Milo. Sinistcha maybe is not doing too much here. I don't know. We want Rotom. I might want T-Tar for the weather. It's also pretty good against Incineroar. Probably fine against Gengar. Can be decent against Garchomp. Can just like knock off if it's not Mega Garchomp. So I think this will be okay. Okay, we trained for this. We trained for this. Milo should KO Garchomp with an Ice Beam. And I don't actually know what they want to do, so I kind of just want to Tailwind here. find out. They withdrew Garchomp. Alright, that's smart. That's really smart. That's funny. Mega Greninja. Okay, but Whimsicott resists dark and water, so I don't actually know what this thing wants to do, if I'm being honest. Tailwind. Oh my god, Greninja knows Blizzard. That's cute. Look at them making plays that nobody would expect. Wow. Good for you. It was a crit on Milo and it only did 45. That's really nice. Alright, so they just want a Blizzard spam. Yeah, that should not have done very much. Alright, we're in Tailwind now. Greninja, Garchomp. I don't know, I'm gonna bring in T-Tar and get rid of the weather and maybe just hit him with a good old Rock Slide. So who would they bring in? Probably want to do Rock Slide. Do they get rid of the... I'm going to bank on them switching out of the Vanillux. But man, I really want to get some damage on the Greninja. I'm going to Ice Beam here again, and I'm going to Rock Slide. Oh, Rock Slide is super effective against both of them. Well. Alright, yeah, we're just going to do it then. I'm going to Mega for maximum damage, because Mega T-Tar's attack goes up like 30 points, so... Water Shuriken. Okay, great. I'm glad that did like nothing. Also really surprised that they... Oh, it avoided? Also really surprised that they were faster than me. Water Shuriken must have priority, I assume, because... Unless Mega Greninja is just that fast, but... Alright, yeah, they didn't switch. I really thought they would. Maybe they thought Water Shuriken was gonna do Freeze Dry? Oh, that's not... I thought that was the one-hit KO. That's not the one-hit KO. What's the one-hit KO? I thought it was Freeze Dry. Sheer Cold. Sheer Cold. Alright. There's the Garchomp. We're still in Tailwind. We could just heal here. But we have 2 turns of Tailwind, so I really want to use it. I'm gonna Ice Beam. And I'm gonna Rock Slide. Who could they have in the back? Probably Incineroar if they're not bringing it out. That makes me actually want to heal up my Milo. I'm just gonna heal Milo this turn and Rock Slide with T-Tar. Yeah, I figured they were gonna protect the Garchomp. That was the obvious play. Please hit the little ice cream cone. Thank you. That's great. So now they can't set the weather. It's gotta be Incineroar in the back. Otherwise, I would think they would have brought somebody else in by now. Yeah! Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Did Whimsicott? Whimsicott died already, so that's really unfortunate. I assume they have Fake Out. Oh. Yeah, no, yeah. Because if if they fake out, it'll have priority. So I'm going to protect here and then go for Rock Slide again. They double protected the Garchomp, and they faked out the Milo. Wow, that's wild. Incineroar avoided. That's really lucky for them. Alright, we no longer have Tailwind. Definitely Ice Beaming the Garchomp now, and I guess we're going to low kick the Incineroar. I don't really want to miss a Rock Slide here. Who's faster? Garchomp is probably faster. T-Tar avoids. Milo takes it. T-Tar hits Incin, but not enough. Is it a berry? It's not a berry. Milo kills the Garchomp. Because that's what we trained it to do. And Incin does what? Darkest Lariat. Okay. Oh. I was going to say, which I assume we survive, but surprisingly not. Alright. Yeah, yeah, this is GG's for sure. Yeah, good game. Darkest Lariat is not going to do it. I think some Incineroars run close combat, but clearly not that one. So, and even at -1 attack, T-Tar was gonna sweep up there. All right, welcome to Master Ball rank 4. Get our 1000 VP and our 30th little thing that looks like an email. 4-win streak at the end. Much better than our loss streak at the beginning. Oh, our second Master Ball journey. Feels like everyone's talking about how star you are. Providing a shining example for the trainers to respect and admire. I know many out there started battle with your skill. Red heart energy, blah, 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 blah. So keep up the good work. Remain excited, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It'll be me you face. Ah, that would be fun. So, do you actually get to battle this guy at some point? Maybe that's coming in Season 3. Okay, well, we made it to Master Ball. And it is still hot in this room, and I've got the AC on. What missions did we accomplish? We completed all our daily missions. 83,394 VP. And we now have a Gengar trainer icon and Gengarite, but I was going to say, we already have it, so they gave us 2,000 VP instead. And now it's just VP from here on out until the end. So, cool. Hopefully that turned out alright. This was my first time streaming Switch, a Switch game since like 2019 or 2020, back when I had a more official capture card that didn't take near as long to set up, but this one appears to work, so I'm happy it does. Thanks for tuning in, if you did, and if you're watching this later on, thanks for watching the video. I'd appreciate if you'd tune in next time to see what else I'm bringing too, and glad we kind of got things rolling and made it through all those losses in the beginning. I guess I'll go over the team really quick, just so people know what I'm working with, and maybe I'll share it too if anybody wants to try. So this is just, this whole team comes from, is there a better way to do this other than to go to the box? I guess not. This whole team is just a build off of the starting team, so on the very first team that you pick for champions, I picked Tyranitar kind of as my champion, and on the team was a Whimsicott. And then throughout, I just realized I was getting hosed by Milotic specifically because it takes care of T-Tar and Whimsy. And I decided, you know what? Not only is like Milo sometimes a good counter to the Milo and just like playing the long game with it, but also it is an anti-intimidate Pokemon. So if I'm going up against Arcanine, if I'm going up against Mega Manectric, if I'm going up against Incineroar, if I'm going up against like all these other Pokemon that want to come out and use their ability to lower a stat, Milo just immediately pops off, and its 152 special attack suddenly jumps up to 304, which is amazing. So then it just starts sweeping, which is why our opponent in that last game took so long to bring in their back Pokemon. It's because it was Incineroar, and suddenly Milo was at double special attack. So I realized that countering things kind of made more sense than trying to overpower them. I was going for max power for a long time, and then I realized, you know what? I just need to take care of the meta and then have a way to sweep on my own. And Milo is potentially a sweeper / one that can just take a bunch of hits and do damage and burn and heal, and is like a pretty big core of the team. T-Tar is like my main sweeper because I can put it inside of Tailwind, and I can Mega Evolve it, and then I can just KO something with Knockoff, which is Stab, Mega Knockoff. If it's super effective, it's sure to KO because if they have an item, it's just this massive Dark type attack. And even if it's not super effective, it still does a lot of damage to most Pokemon and then gets rid of their item. And then on top of that, we have a spread move, Rock Slide, which is also Stab and can cause them to flinch. So T-Tar is my big boy. He also disrupts the weather, and Sandstream is surprisingly helpful for when I have not KO'd a Pokemon. So if I don't have my calcs right, which I haven't really done calcs, I've just been playing a lot, and then I say, oh, I keep seeing this Pokemon, my answer for it is this Pokemon, so my Pokemon needs to be faster or stronger or whatever. Kind of like we did with Milotic, where now it's still bulky, but its special attack is high enough to KO Garchomp with Ice Beam, with a non-stab Ice Beam outside of the competitive boost. This is the stuff I just kind of learn as I realize what other people are playing and what I keep needing to handle. So that was just one example. But yeah, T-Tar is max speed that way because he's so slow inside of Tailwind. He will outspeed. I think I've trained him to outspeed everybody that isn't in Tailwind. So like Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Alakazam, Gengar inside of this, or not Gengar, Venusaur in the Sun. All those Pokemon, T-Tar inside of Tailwind will outspeed at his max speed, and then just anybody else that he happens to be faster than can be really convenient. You'd be surprised how many Pokemon are not above 110 speed. So Sinistra's here for healing, but also it's here for a lot of the Pokemon I don't have an answer for. Having a grass type is really beneficial. Having a ghost type is also really beneficial. Rage Powder I don't even actually use as much as I do Matcha Gotcha and Shadow Ball. So you notice I have a max special attack Sinistra and a max special D, which I could probably put more into speed. But what I really want Sinistra to do is to just hang out like Milo, do damage, heal, and be kind of like a wall. And I guess actually, let's see, its defense is even higher than Milo's, which is pretty wild, and special D is almost there. So, and they both have really high natural special attacks. So Sinistra hits opposing Milotics. It hits the Rain teams really well. It hits Politoed. It can deal good damage to Archaludon and maybe even burn it, since most of these are just running leftovers. strength sap, really strong physical attackers, and just kind of like take an attack and heal, and take an attack and heal, and kind of wall them while maybe another Pokemon chips them away, like we saw in the game where we played King Gambit and we had a sliver of HP and then we healed all the way back up. We were able to do that 2 times and keep lowering its attack in the process. So Strength Sap is a really nice ability. Plus we get the benefit of healing people when we switch in with it, which I do a lot less than you would think, but it is really convenient whenever it works to bring Sinistcha in the back. So Zoroark. Zoroark is my Sneasler counter. For a long time it was Gengar, and then I don't know why I switched away from Gengar. I think Gengar just had more weaknesses than Zoroark did, and yeah, I don't know, because Psychic and Sludge Bomb is stab on Gengar, but I'm trying to remember why I switched. There was a reason, and I don't remember it right now. But I thought Zoroark might be better. It's very similar speed. Its speed and special attack are also really high like Gengar. It still one-hit KOs a Sneasler. And in case they hit me with something, it's Focus Sash, so it survives. It has Protect for when it becomes the enemy. And it has Icy Wind, which I also had on Gengar. This is basically my same Gengar build with Zoroark. So, but I had switched Icy Wind to Shadow Ball on Gengar, but now I have Shadow Ball on Sinistcha, so if I need to hit something, I can use Sinistcha for that, which usually survives 1 hit and can fire back. So Zoroark is now like my secondary speed control with Icy Wind, my Sneasler counter, and Sludge Bomb does a lot of good damage against grass types that have thick fat. So Ice Beam will do half damage against thick fat, so will Overheat, even though it's a really strong move. But Sludge Bomb can hit the grass types, like specifically Mega Venusaur, for super effective damage. And I don't think it KOs, but it does a lot, and then we can finish it off with something else. So also does really good against fairy types. And I think that's why I switched to Zoroark, is because Gengar's poison type. No, poison is strong against fairy. I don't remember. There was a logic in it. It's not just because of the shenanigans that Zoroark can pull either. It's that helps, but it's mostly just because of the role that he fills on the team to counter things that didn't have a counter before. So for everything that I can't deal with, Zoroark is here for. It's here for the fairies, it's here for Sneasler, it's here for secondary speed control, and it just gets to kind of trick things with its illusion ability. So, and then we have Rotom, which is faster than anything on the battlefield. Its speed, along with its Scarf, make it the fastest Pokemon so that it can trick first and give its Scarf to something before it's had the chance to attack, assuming they don't protect or fake out or something like that, which does happen. And then once it doesn't have the Scarf anymore, it can start burning things, it can hit something for super effective Overheat, it can Volt Switch and get out. It can also just Volt Switch and get out before it uses Trick. Sometimes I even just leave it in and start Overheating or Will-O-Wisping, depending on what their team is like. So Rotom is really versatile. It's naturally bulky. Its bulk is huge. You can see how I just invested the remainder in its defenses to make them equal. When we're lucky, we're able to switch the Scarf for Leftovers or Citrus Berry and just leave it on the battlefield even longer. So Rotom is just another Bulkmon that also serves a purpose, does really well against water types because it's faster and can Volt Switch out, and does really well against steel types specifically. Like this is a good mon for King Gambit. So Whimsicott, I don't know if I maybe talked about it but didn't show it. Whimsicott is a fairy type for a lot of dark types that we run up against, and dragon types. So not only is it like Tailwind Encore specialist, so it can make us faster and then lock our opponents into moves, but it can also hit Garchomp, Dragonite, Fighting type, Dark type, all these Pokemon that are going to hit some of our others for a lot of damage. Whimsicott just kind of walls and then can take out quite a bit because it's max special attack and Fairy Feather, so 20% to that, plus the stab of the attack and super effective bonus. So Whimsicott can actually hit really hard and even does really effective neutral damage a lot of the time too. So what's I gonna say about that? It's max speed plus speed boosting nature. That way it outspeeds other pranksters. Although, no, yeah, that's the reason for that. It's max speed. That way it hits first no matter what, and it can. If we're against opposing Whimsies, which sometimes we are, then we can Encore or Tailwind before them, which can be really beneficial, or Encore specifically, if they've already used a move. So that's about it, right? I think that's everybody. So let's see. We can. Wow, my box is almost full too. Dang. I think it's recruit. Nope. What am I missing here? There's an option that I'm not seeing. There it is. No, that's not it either. These are my other teams, by the way. I tried a weather team. This one sucks. I tried to do things that I have been playing against, and this one was awful. This is like Charizard, Venusaur, Aerodactyl for Tailwind, and then just some other strong Pokemon. That was terrible. This is my Trick Room team with Trick Room on Hatterene and Farigiraf with Conkeldurr putting out a lot of damage. Drampa negating opposing weather. Torkoal to come in and just like blast things. And then King Gambit because he's slow but also hits and takes care of a lot of stuff that I needed to take care of. So why can I not? Okay, what am I missing here? This is embarrassing. Train, shop, battle? No. How am I? There's something I'm missing. Favoriting and labels, quick menu. Alright, bear with me. We'll just check them all. Is it train? It's in train for some reason. Okay, that seems really random. So here is this team. If you would like to... Oh, that was my old team. I guess here's my Trick Room team if you want to... Oh no, that's old too. Well, you know what? Here, if you want to play... if you want to play hard Trick Room, here's the team. Conkeldurr just pretty much takes care of everything. Like Thunder Punch, Drain Punch, Ice Punch knockoff covers what feels like every single Pokemon, basically. So, Trick Room on Hatterene and Farigiraf. Leftovers, yeah, this is the old version of the team. Mega Aggron, it's pretty huge. And then White Herb Drampa. I think for Draco Meteor is why we did that. This one's kind of old, but you can play it if you want. Negative speed nature on I think every single one, so that they are always absolutely the slowest. Which means I guess they would speed tie in opposing Trick Room. So, and if not, then they are definitely faster in our Trick Room. Yeah, if you want it, enjoy. I'm going to share the one that we just played with, which I call the OGs because it's just been the team that I have left T-Tar and Whimsicott on, and then slowly kind of built around those two. So, like, my default, if I just want to spam, is Whimsicott, Tailwind, Mega T-Tar, Rock Slide. And it just outputs a lot of damage. I guess I'll share. So, here's the team ID for this one. REWS8UW5KA. And this is just kind of my, I guess I'll call it my meta team. It just has good Pokemon, and the Pokemon that seem kind of random, like Zoroark, are basically here because there are things we keep coming up against that we don't have answers for. So, I'll admit that Sneasler is a big one. So Zoroark is my Sneasler counter, because if I start with two Pokemon and I make Zoroark look like one that they want to fake out or do something to, then the fake out will fail, and then they might even attack it with the other Pokemon, and then because of the Focus Sash, I will get Psychic off, which always kills the Sneasler unless they are Sash, and most of them are not. Most of them are White Herb. So we get the immediate KO, we get the Element of Surprise, and then Zoroark is so fast that we could start Icy Winding for speed control. If we're lucky, then Sludge Bomb and Psychic can do damage to other Pokemon. We can just protect it and leave it on the field, and they might want to get rid of it out of spite. It does a lot. So, I've opened up the game with Sinistcha and Zoroark before, knowing that the Sneasler would know it couldn't fake out Sinistcha, and went to fake out the Pokemon that Zoroark looked like, and failed. And so we were able to negate the fake out, kill the Sneasler, and then I forget what happened. It was basically just like, it was a really good turn. We didn't get a double KO, but it was a really good turn. So Milo's here, like I said, it negates Intimidate. T-Tar controls the weather and hits hard. Whimsicott makes us fast and does prankster things. Sinistcha heals, and Machagachas and Shadow Balls. Rotom hits hard with Volt Switch and Overheat. It can burn things like King Gambit, Garchomp, Aerodactyl, you name it. Yeah, pretty fun team. And these are my stat spreads just based on what I keep running into. I would like for Zoroark to be able to one-hit KO a Gengar with Psychic as well, but its special attack would have to go higher, which means I'd have to take its speed investment away, which is still not terrible, but I'll have to see how many more Gengars I run up against before I would want to do that. But this is where I'm at. Cool.